Our top stories of the day, the Prime Minister Robina Nabanja has met with the local government leaders of Kayunga district to discuss matters related to service delivery in the area. This was during a follow-up meeting she organized at her office in Kampala district. Details follow on this story.
The Prime Minister, Right Honourable Robina Nabanja, has called upon the district leaders of Kayunga to embrace and utilize the opportunities availed by the NRM government to enhance development in the area. She said they need to focus on supporting leadership that has capacity and will to serve the people.
Tebandika politics nnyo. Tetula kuba musumali kusembayo oli mukusumulula. Osumulula bakuja batya? Kusumulula osula ebirika byoyaga. So njagala okumusaasira muntu wange mwana muto tanaba kuyiga. Naye kye mulina okumanya nti gavumenti ya NRM amazima eri committed okulaba nga tuwa service. Tekyansanyusa kulaba abantu bali nga tebalina bwe batambula. In fact njagala kwongerako eryate eddala amaaga abiri kubanga amasomero gagenda kuddamu ssaawa yonna. Abaana bangambye abasinga basomera eno ganiraano si kyekyo. Kakati eryato limu litwala abaana bameka nga 5 oba 6 ate almost bamalamu essaawa osanga ekkubo liggadde. Kati abiri gabenga galeeta abiri nga gakola ki nga gazzaayo.
The Premier cautioned against disunity among the leaders and urged them to focus on service delivery. She pledged to provide food relief to the flood victims in Kayunga and said the government is making plans to tarmac the road in Kayunga.
Obu president yamulazanya wabawungu walutwala mu olujewa federal oluguudo olwo lwa NRM government. Amasanyalaze ga NRM government. Eggwanga erimu eddungi eriri e Kayunga NRM government.
The district leaders thanked the Prime Minister for taking the initiative to resolve conflicts among the area leaders and pledged to work with the government to foster unity in the area and enhance service delivery. Doreen Nasasira reporting for UBC News.
Well, that was the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, doing her duties as what is supposed to be from the office of the Prime Minister. In more stories, the body of the late Archbishop of the Orthodox Church Metropolitan, John Alwanga, has been brought back. The casket was received by bishops in the Orthodox Church and government officials led by the Attorney General, Chiriwa Chwanuka. Archbishop John Alwanga succumbed to cancer-related complications last Sunday while in Greece.
At exactly 3:22 a.m. Saturday morning, an Egyptian aircraft MS-837 carrying the body of the fallen Archbishop of the Orthodox Church of Uganda, the Most Reverend Metropolitan John Alwanga, touched down at Entebbe International Airport. It was a somber mood as clergy from the Orthodox Church, government officials, plus selected family members and friends gathered to receive the body of their own in strict observance of COVID-19 protocols. Government was represented by the Attorney General Kyomugisha and the government chief whip, Thomas Tayebwa.
We are going to have prayers for the next 3 days, starting today, Sunday and Monday. And these services are going to be starting very early in the morning. Sufficient arrangements have been made to ensure that we observe the necessary SOPs. We encourage everyone who is going to the service, please socially distance, wash your hands, but please do come and give our Archbishop the respectful send-off. but let's still stay safe and maintain the COVID SOPs.
Before getting onto the Uganda Funeral Services van, short prayers were cited for the fallen man of God. The clergy thanked government for according the fallen Archbishop a state burial.
Served God, but also served the people of Uganda. We thank His Excellency, we thank the government for giving him a state burial that is due to him. We are happy that he's saluted as a person who offered great service to this nation. May his soul rest in peace. May we imitate his example in serving.
We are grateful for all the arrangements undertaken by the government of Uganda, and we pray that myself as an envoy of our Pope give thanks to the Lord for the life and the good work of our late Metropolitan Jonah.
The burial will be on Monday. The services will, like I said, will start always at 6 in the morning, but the official celebration will start at about 10 in the morning. The chief mourner will be His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who will be represented at the function by the Vice President, Her Excellency Jessica Lupo.
The Most Reverend Metropolitan Jonah Lwanga was a Ugandan prelate who served as the Metropolitan of Kampala and all Uganda in Central Africa under the Eastern Orthodox Church of Alexandria from 1997 until his death in September 2021. Archbishop Lwanga has since been replaced by His Eminence Archbishop Makarios Tirirides of Nairobi after he was appointed the caretaker of the Holy Metropolis of Kampala by His Beatitude Pope and Patriarch Theodoros II of Alexandria. Makarios is also expected to preside over the burial of Lwanga. Bernard Yiga, UBC News, Entebbe.
Thank you so much, Bernard Lwanga. Well, we pray that the Lord strengthens the Orthodox Church and the family at large. In more stories, Karamoja region leaders are worried about the increased number of young girls running away from their homes due to gender-based violence. Now, the district chairperson, Amuda Joseph Nangole, says female genital mutilation and forced marriages are the commonest gender-based violence cases. Members of Parliament on the Gender Committee, headed by the State Minister for Gender and Culture, Peace Mutuzo, have been assessing the situation in areas that practice female genital mutilation. We have details in this story.
Kalasi Girls School in Amda district is one of the shelter places where victims of gender-based violence in the district undergo rehabilitation therapy. The facility can accommodate over 90 victims of violence. The Committee of Parliament on Gender, Labour and Social Development, headed by the State Minister for Gender and Culture, took an initiative to visit the centre to address issues of gender-based violence. The chairperson of the district narrated how female genital mutilation and early child marriages are the common cases of gender-based violence in the district.
We receive mothers who come for maternity services like delivery through the CISA. You find out that there are young girls who have been married and they have gotten pregnant.
He urges government to educate the girl child and put more emphasis on sensitization on gender-based violence to both men and women.
And what we are saying as a district, every NGO that is coming to Amudat should now address the aspect of economic aspect.
The committee also visited Moroto District Local Government GBV Advice Center. Here, leaders call for strengthening of law enforcement, especially at border points, and increasing awareness of gender-based violence.
We strengthened so much the law enforcement, because I remember one time the Tepes Cultural Day, it was put in those sub-counties, and the surgeons, the ladies who are surgeons, and they surrendered their tools.
They want government to empower women in Karamoja with economic support to bring an end to modern-day slavery in the region.
Government, especially the center, the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, if the funds can allow, so that we can expand this shelter.
The chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Gender, Flavia Kabahenda, says the committee will table all the issues raised on the floor of Parliament to attract support to the region.
But one thing is must be behind our hearts, that development is not about objects, it's about the people.
The State Minister for Gender and Culture,